Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and screencast here the 3 curved blocks of our construction blocks. I'm going to start from scratch here. So I'm going to do this one, and this one. The first thing I'm going to do here in Fusion is I'm going to open a new file. I'm going to go to New Design, and it pops up. I'm going to then save my design, and I'm going to call it Curved Blocks. And that's going to go into the project is going to be IED 2122. The folder is going to be 1.2.2, and I'm going to save it to start. So now I have a name on that, and I'm going to go ahead and begin. So I'm going to do this one first here. I'm going to start by sketching a 2.25 by 1 inch rectangle, and come up here and hit sketch. I'm going to choose this plane on the bottom here. As I hover over the plane, it kind of lights up. And I'm going to go ahead and sketch out a rectangle that is 2.25 tab 1. By typing 2.25 tab 1, it goes ahead and it makes this 2.25 and this 1. Now it's already in inches. If my document is not in inches, I can come up here, click here under document settings, and I can change that. If I want it to always pop up in inches, I would come up here, click on my initials, click on preferences. I'll wait for a moment for a pop-up, and then waiting patiently. It'll pop up, and down here at the bottom on the left-hand side, default units, design, I want that to say inches. If it doesn't say inches, I'll change that. If I change it here, everything that pops up every time I do the new design, it will come up in inches, which is probably what you ought to do. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. Okay, so I've sketched out this rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and hit Finish Sketch. Now I'm going to extrude it to make it an inch tall. So I'll come over here, hit extrude. If it didn't already highlight that box, it was just like this. I just come over here and I click inside this rectangle that I made, and I can either drag it up until it says 1, or I can just simply type 1 and enter. And that gives me my basic block. Going back to my dimensions, I can see that this is 0.75 radius. That's a diameter of 1.5. And it is centered on the bottom of that line there. Notice that I've changed the orientation, so this is facing down left because I want that to be my front. So I'm going to go ahead and hit sketch again. Rather than choosing one of these 3 planes, I'm actually going to choose this face of this box. I'm going to come over here, hit circle, and then I'm going to come right to the middle of that. I know it's in the middle because there's a little blue triangle that pops up as I hover there. That represents the midpoint. I left click to start the circle, and then I'm just going to type 1.5, enter, because that takes a diameter. I'm going to hit Finish Sketch and then extrude. I'm going to come click on the top half of this circle. If I extruded it out like this, like it says Operation Join, it's adding material. Instead of dragging it that way, I'm actually going to go the other way, and the operation automatically switches to cut. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And if you look very closely, that is exactly what I want. I come up here to what's called the navigation cube and hit this little house, and it will go ahead and give me the home isometric view. That is dead perfect. Notice I changed the orientation by beginning sketch. I sketched the 2.5 and 1 inch in such a way that the front of it was 2.25 inches long. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and now do this one, which is very easy. I'm going to do it in the same sketch, just sometimes I would do this, sometimes I wouldn't for this purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and do it in the same one. This is simply a 1 inch diameter circle that's extruded 2.25 inches to make a cylinder. So coming over here, I'm going to come back, I'm going to sketch. I'm going to sketch on this plane. Now I'm going to zoom out by using the roller ball. I'm going to come over here, hit circle. I'm going to come over arbitrary amount. I'm going to go ahead and type 1, enter. I'll then finish my sketch. Then I'm going to go to home view because it makes it a little easier to see. And then I'm going to extrude this circle. I'll type 2.25, enter, and that's pretty easy. There's that. The last thing that I'm going to do is this one here. It looks like it's simply half of a cylinder. It looks lots of ways to do this, but I'm trying to think of the easiest way to do that. I believe what I'm going to start by showing you is just to make a cylinder on its side and then cut it in half. So let's see, I'll put that one over here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit sketch. I'm going to start on this plane and we'll go ahead and put a circle. This circle will be 1.5 in diameter because the radius is 2.5. I'll hit enter. I'm going to, I'll show you something advanced. In the sketch here, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line from here to here. Right click and hit OK. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to use the snip tool and snip that half of the circle out. So now what I have is I have a half circle. I'm going to go ahead and finish sketch. And I'm going to look at extrudes as 1 inch. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to hit extrude and oops, I'm going to go 1 and hit enter. If I wanted to move that back in line with that and make it look a little nicer for presentation purposes, I would go back to that sketch and let's see. I'm gonna change that extrusion and extrude it back -1 inch. So that will line it up. There are my 3 curved objects. At this point, I'd go ahead and screenshot or perhaps snip. If I want to use my snipping tool, I can come down here. It just allows me to crop it as I go. Come here and go in new. And I could grab it like that. And it's just going to take a snip of that. Hit edit copy, and then I can go right to my deliverable and place it in there for the 3 curved objects.